Hi, I'm Devin. Thank you for joining me today and take a moment for movement. Today we're going to do a quick total body stretch that's a great complement to any strength training workout. Let's get started on our feet. Inhale, arms up, look upwards, and exhale, hands down to the side. Inhale, lift, look, exhale, relax the arms. Step the feet a little bit wider than hip width apart. Slide your hands down to your thighs and drop your left shoulder towards the midline, opening up the chest to the right, looking over the right shoulder. Let's gently come back through center and bring the right shoulder towards the midline. Open the chest to the left, look over the left shoulder, and continue to breathe deeply. Good, let's come center. Straighten out the legs, rotate the feet so they're parallel to one another. Slide the hands to your hips, inhale, and exhale, hinge forward. Soften the knees. When you're halfway down, drop your fingertips down towards the floor. Bring your chin towards your chest and look through the legs. Breathing deeply. Depending on your flexibility, you may be able to walk your feet a little bit wider. Remember, we want to feel a stretch, but it shouldn't be painful. Let your head and neck relax. Walk your hands over towards your right foot, rotating your chest towards the right thigh. And bring your hands through the center and over towards the left leg. Walk your hands back through the center, use them for support. Walk the toes and heels together until the feet are under your hips. Take a deep breath in, look forwards, and exhale, fold forward over your thighs, letting your arms relax, letting the fingertips rest on the mat or maybe along the shins, depending on your flexibility. Breathe deeply. Bend your knees, bring your fingertips down to the floor. If you're not rotated or facing the top of your mat, now's the time to turn. So plant your palms and walk your feet back, coming into a downward facing dog, hips up towards the sky, root down through your heels, rotate the creases of your elbows forward, and take a couple breaths here. Each inhale, let your rib cage, back, and abdomen expand. And as you exhale, sink a little bit deeper into the posture, root down through your heels. Maybe today it feels good to pedal the heels, shifting the weight from one leg to the other, finding a little bit more length through the back of the body. On your next inhale, take a big step forward with the right foot, bring it between your hands, lower your hips down and forward. We want our knees stacked over the ankle. We want our hips as down and forward as possible. So you may need to wiggle the back toes a little bit further back on your mat in order to maximize this stretch. Excellent. Let's lower the back knee, flatten the top of the back foot to the mat. Walk your hands up to your right knee or thigh, rolling the shoulders back, stacking them over your hips. Keep the hips down and forward so we can really feel that stretch in the left quad and hip flexor. Breathe deeply. With each exhale, let your body relax a little bit more. And then bring your hands down to the mat, push back through your hips, straightening out the right leg, lifting the toes off of the mat and looking down towards your knee or towards your back leg. Find length in the right hamstring. Excellent. Let's walk the hands forward, lower the right toes to the mat, frame your foot, curl the left toes under, lift the left knee and step back again to downward dog. Breathing deeply. Switch sides. Inhale, left foot forward, low lunge, opposite leg, knee over ankle, rooting back through the back heel, straightening that back knee as much as possible as our hips drop down towards the floor. Lower the back knee and the top of the foot to the mat. Inch your hands up to the left knee or thigh, rolling the shoulders back, keeping the abs engaged, but dropping your hips down a little further. And lower your hands down to the mat. Press the hips back. Lifting up the left toes, fold forward over the thigh. And breathe. Excellent. Walk the hands forward, lower the left toe to the mat, and again, step back to downward facing dog. This time we're going to bend the right knee, pull it in towards the chest, and lower the knee between our hands, relaxing the left leg back and down on the mat for pigeon pose. Inhale and lift the chest, looking upwards, and exhale, fold forward over the right leg. Lowering your upper body down, relaxing it as much as possible. Whether you can bring your forehead to the mat, maybe you can stack one fist on top of the other and rest your head on top. Or maybe today we have our elbows bent and we're resting our head in our hands. So regardless of the position of the arms, shoulders, and head, our lower body is nice and relaxed. And the more relaxed, the more we'll get out of this stretch. Excellent. Lift the head, neck, and chest up. Walk your hands back to either side of the right knee. Curl the left toes and press back to downward dog. Switching sides, bend the left knee, pull it in towards the chest, lower the knee between the hands. Relax the right leg back. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, fold forward. Breathe deeply. Good. Let's lift the head, neck, and chest up. Walk our hands back. This time sit down into the left hip. And we're going to swing the right leg forward so we can bring the soles of the feet together. Sit up nice and tall, resting our hands on the ankles or on the lower leg. Inhale. And exhale, just lean forward. Okay, so we don't want to round the spine, but instead we're leaning forward, using the elbows, possibly press the thighs a little bit closer to the mat. And let's sit all the way up. Come to a comfortable cross-legged position, roll the shoulders back and forward. And then bring one arm across the chest. Switch sides. Release. Lift one arm up, bend the elbow. Use the opposite hand to draw the elbow towards the midline, stretching out the shoulder and the tricep. Let's release and switch sides. Opposite arm, bend the elbow. Use the opposite hand to draw the elbow in towards the midline. And release. Excellent job today. Thank you for joining me for a moment for movement. If you haven't already, please subscribe for updates on future videos.